Okay guys, so this is my vegan broth. This is an option for you if you don't want to do bone broth and you want to focus on a gut healing protocol, which is something that we are going to look at and talk about during our time together. So I wanted to just take you through this to show you how easy it is to make, and also to talk about different options of stock that you can use instead of using the nasty store-bought stuff, which sometimes isn't good for you. So we're just going to add in a tablespoon of coconut oil. And I'm going to throw in my onions, which have been sliced. We're going to need a nice big stirring spoon for this. And we want to I like to brown them off a little bit before I add in some of the aromatics like the turmeric and the garlic and the ginger. I also like to add a little bit of salt, some pepper. So this is starting to smell really yummy. I do want it to cook down a little bit so the onions become soft, so they're a little bit translucent. And again, I also like to get that caramelized kind of effect happening at this stage as well. So we're just going to let that cook down for a little bit. So now that that's browning up, I'm going to add in my ginger, turmeric and garlic and the rest of the veggies now. So we've got the leek going in, mushies. Get everything in. I'm going to throw in some sweet potato and our celery and our carrot. Give it a good stir. This is also a really good time to be salting again. So add your salt and pepper again. Don't be shy. You could also add some fresh herbs or dried herbs as well in here right now if you like. So things like dried oregano would be nice, some dried basil. You could also think of things like fennel or caraway seeds would be beautiful in here as well. So anything that's going to give it flavour. Turn it down a bit. So this is cooking down really nicely now over a medium heat. But what I want to do is just give this a little bit of oomph with the veggies to speed up the cooking process. I haven't added any stock yet, so I'm just going to put the lid on maybe for 5 minutes now and let that cook. Just don't stir because it's also going to caramelize those veggies a little bit more before we add the stock and the flavoring. Okay, so now that that's cooked down a little bit, we are going to add the kale and also our stock. So this is nicely browned off, as you can see, and the veggies have softened up beautifully. So we're going to add in the rest of this. This also has some chopped up basil in here for extra flavour. Just want to give that a good stir. Nicely combine everything and all those beautiful flavours. I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. Now we want to add the apple cider vinegar. This is also going to help deglaze the pan and bring out all those beautiful flavours that are sitting in the bottom of the pan. So about 4 tablespoons. So about 1/4 of a cup. Now I just want to turn this up a little bit. Here we go. Really get that cranking so we can get that boiling off. Okay, that looks like it's nicely absorbed. So I'm going to add in the stock now. So we're just going to add the miso paste now. This is going to be your new version of stock. The reason that I love to use miso is that it gives you that depth of flavour that stock would, but for me, honestly, unless you want to spend $20, $30 on some organic stock, every stock that I've found has all those nasties in there, the maltodextrin, the natural flavours, the MSG and so on. So miso paste is your go-to. And of course, we're going to get those beautiful benefits of the fermented paste itself, which is also very healing for the gut. So about 2 tablespoons of miso. I absolutely love this flavour, so I like to go a little crazy with it. So I'm going to add that in, just give it a little bit of a stir. Now this heat's been turned down as well, so we want it to be just on a gentle heat. We don't want it to be too hot now. This is really just about simmering and bringing those flavours together. I'm going to add the water now, and then we're just going to turn it down to really, really low and let all those flavours come together. So we're just going to let that simmer now. I'm going to put the lid on and let it do its thing, and we're going to come back in about 20 minutes and have a little taste test. Okay, so let's have a look at this broth. I think it might be ready. Wow, that looks good. So we're just going to give this a little stir and a little taste test maybe. before we serve it up, just to make sure that it is good to go. Oh my God, that is so good. This is divine, and this is so healing for the gut, and also freezes really well too. So if you just want to cook up a big batch and have something in your freezer ready to go that's healthy when you don't feel like cooking dinner at night, this is it. So good. So we're going to plate up now. So this is ready to be served. It smells so good. I wish you could smell this. It tastes amazing. This is so nourishing for you, for your body. If you want to freeze this and have it when you're ready to have a quick meal, perfect for that. Otherwise, this is great for a specific gut healing protocol as well. Enjoy.